Welcome to MagicGatheringStrat. I'm Dan, and this is my Tuesday limited video for MagicGatheringStrat. I went 11-1 in the seals, and then I drafted last week, and it was a fiasco. So it made me go back and look at my stats. And as you know, I am a crazy record keeper. So here's my draft stats. I played 287 drafts. I'm down 192 over that. That makes a cost per draft of 67 cents. That's pretty low, I think. I think it's extremely hard to go infinite in drafts. But drafts like last week, which they hurt so much because I lost. I spent 14 tickets and I got back a booster. And that's horrible. It really costs you in the long run. I'm up 445 tickets on seals, but this is just because of the crazy M15 pre-release events last year. So the more interesting figure is the win percentage. I'm 72% match win in sealed and 67 in draft. So it's not that far apart. I'm not some kind of, it doesn't mean that I should play sealed. But I definitely feel more comfortable in sealed here, but it's mainly because they are so much cheaper. So once Battle for Zendikar hits, I hope they will release the Phantom drafts for Origins, and I will do those. All right, here we go. Check for Hangarbeck Walkers. Katana Hammerhead's Archive, that's pretty unplayable. Sword of the Ancients is nice. Scab Clan Berserker is nice. Priest is super nice. Priest is the number 6th card according to Frank Karsten. Outland Colossus is number 10. Harbinger and Evolutionary Leap. Okay, let's color sort and go through these things. I could play a Jailer, but I don't want to. This looks thin. There's a guide though. Looking at blue. Disperse. Harbinger is great, of course, but it's not the reason to... Wow, that looks thin too. Sad, because I had the Thunderclap. I also have the Orzhov guy. Oh, Heroes Champion, the best of them all. So what's in black? There is an Imp, Reeve Soul, Eyeblight Assassin, a Marauder, Read the Bones, that thing, Consecrated, Cruel Revival, Priest. Okay, black is a pretty tough candidate. Necromantic Summons gets better because I have Priest of the Bloodright, of course. Okay, let's look at red. That's pretty aggressive. And then green, Might, Dvinance, Visionary. Do you play Evolutionary Leap? Maybe you do. I have to look at that. Wolf, Hitchclaw. Pilgrimage if we want to get crazy. 2 Sylvan Messengers, Wild Instincts, Rock Maulers, Outland Colossus. Yeah, that looked pretty solid. File, Sword of the Ancients, maybe that guy. I don't think we can make white-red work here. What about green-black? We have some elves. We play the 2 broken rares. Let's look at that. And then Evolving Wilds. This is a solid amount of playables. Cost sort them 15 creatures, lots of 2-drops, Cruel Revival. I think we can benefit from Necromantic Summons with these bombs. This looks fairly solid, actually. Do we want the pilgrimages? I don't think we do. What would we do with those? So we just have to cut 2 cards. And those should be non-creature cards. This is pretty sweet. But it's not removal. It should be better in sealed. Okay, when something is about to die, I sacrifice it and I get a random creature. Okay, I need to cut something that's not a creature or a removal. So I'm gonna cut Evolutionary Leap, but I am not sure. I'm gonna look for it in the pick order list here. And I expect it to be, I wish this was searchable. It's linked in the show notes, you can look at it. Oh, it's lower than Empath. Okay, I can't find it. I will assume it is unplayable. So then I have to cut 1 card. And that card is probably Might of the Masses. What are we looking at here? 8 or 9 cards that are others. That's a removal. I like Vial quite a bit. To smooth out draws, etc. Maybe I like it too much. Yeah, actually, maybe I do. Is Alchemist Vial better than Might of the Masses? Probably not. Yeah, I've been hating on combat tricks for far too long in this format, I think. So I'm gonna cut the Vial, keeping them Might, Reave Soul, Sword, Read the Bones, Consecrated. I'm not sure about that. I'll make a note that I could sideboard out Consecrated. And I could take in Evolutionary Leap against something with a lot of removal. Night Snare is a sideboard card, 2. There is nothing else, right? I think this guy is pretty unplayable. I have 2, 3, 4, 5 elves, right? That's not enough by far. Those guys... Oh, that's an elf. 6 elves. Maybe. And I want to try out Necromantic Summons here. Necromantic Summons might actually be the card that's wrong. And I think I need to keep the creature count at 15. So that's why I'm playing the Goldforge Sentinel. The curve is a bit top heavy here. Oh, there's a Force Mage. Sorry, missed that. Immediately cut the Goldforge Sentinel for the Force Mage, increasing the elf count. Maybe the Hitchclaw Recluse can come out too. Because they look a bit weak. Playing Necromantic Summons because of Priest and because of Outland Colossus. I think this looks solid. I know I like black-green too much. But I think I'm right in being black-green here. Playing my 2 bombs. This list looks fairly solid. I would have problems in the draft, but I think this is good enough for a mid-range seal build. 4 relevant 2-drops, a Reave Soul, yeah. I want to cut Might of the Masses for something, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna force myself to play more combat tricks. I think these creatures are bad. Giving the elves Death Touch is pretty tempting. But I think I would need 9 elves at least to play Gnarled Trapper. So what do you think? 8-8. Let's go there. And I'm playing green-black. So my plan here is basically to do the mid-range thing. Sit around, block, gain value, play the bombs, get back the bombs, perhaps win by consecrated. Looks solid, I think. Hope it works. See you in match 1. Did I too easily dismiss another color? It's red, but red has no removal. Red doesn't have bombs. Oh, except perhaps then 3-drop Scab Clan Berserker, but he doesn't rank among the top 10 cards, no. Oh, he's not even close. So I'm gonna run like this. Let me know what you think in the comments. Here we go, people. Playing against Moss Death Knights in round 1. This looks like a decent opening hand. Hey, we can even get, if we play Wolf, Eyeblight Assassin, Dwynens, we even get an elf. He mulligans. So let's hope he plays something with 1 toughness. Hope it's not a white land, but it's not. It's a red land. Because we don't want to face a Topan Freeblade. We face Dragon Fodder, and that of course works with Eyeblight Assassin. So I think this is looking swell. F8, F6. And yes, I'm gonna block. He burns me with Fiery Impulse. So keep track of that. Fiery Impulse. It's in his deck. They would draw another land, but it's not the land we want for the priest. But the priest is on 5, so we have plenty of time. Value from the Eyeblight. He missed the land drop. Oh yeah. Alright, now we're having a party. And I think it's just Dwynens Elite here. Getting the elf. Swinging for the attack. He's missing a color, missing land drops. That was a rough mulligan for him. And priest would be devastating here. So, do I play the Evolving Wells? Well, I start with Read the Bones, but first I'm gonna swing with everything, so you can trade with Elf if he wants to. And then I'm gonna Read the Bones, looking for... There's the Swamp and the Result. Do I really need the Swamp now? No, I don't. So I'm putting that on the bottom and that on the top. Drawing good stuff. Getting a Swamp at the end of his turn. For the priest, but I never get to show him the priest. And I only know he has red, so my consecrated thing should work great against red. Consecrated by blood. So that wasn't much of a match. Of a duel, so let's go to the other one. And see what we can do. This is not great, but it has the priest, it has a curve. I'm gonna keep, he keeps 2. So now he could run me over, especially if his second color is white. But now it will be harder for him to run us over. We're still looking for the second swamp. Okay, now we have, there is the swamp. So now we can just curve into priest. which will be fantastic. Here, now we get to see a second color. It's blue. Wow, yeah, that's not going to work. Well, I'm probably not going to beat you down with my Hitchclaw Recluse, but you just played a card that doesn't do anything. And I actually get to maybe do Necromantic Summons or something. So I hope Outland Colossus ends up in the graveyard. But those were two cards I didn't want to draw. Another Tutelage. Okay, now I gotta put the pressure on him. Because he will try to mill me. That will be fantastic if he actually mills me. Double Sphinxe's Tutelage. Here is the Messenger. Oh god. I mistake this for the Empath. Wow. Okay, this is not a good card. I definitely thought it was the Empath. So now I'd better find an elf. And of course I don't. So yeah, I just played a 2/2 for 4. That's a serious mistake. I really thought it was Llanowar Empath. But it's not. Okay, he's milling me. I lost the Necromantic Summons. And now we can actually counterspell the Priest. Acolyte of the Inferno. I should kill him now, but I also have the Fleshbag Marauder to deal with him. And I can block him with the Recluse. So I can just swing with Sylvan Messenger here, because he's not going to block. And of course I should have swung with the Hitchclaw Recluse too, because I could just block with Priest. But the question is here if I really want to block with Priest or if I just want to attack. I will block and kill him with the Hitchclaw Recluse if I get the chance. Still have 20 cards or 18 cards in my library. If he uses the Sphinxe's Tutelage now, I think I won. If he manages to remove the demon. Oh! Yeah, that's not any good. Displacement Wave. I don't have anything against enchantments. Okay, I'm just gonna kill him, swing with everything. Or should I just cast the Fleshbag Marauder? Get rid of the Hitchclaw Recluse. He's a 3/1, so he's much better than Hitchclaw Recluse. I'm a bit tilted from the Sylvan Messenger thing, that's why I didn't play the Evolving Wilds. Better deal a ton of damage now. Sylvan Messenger. Oh, God, what did I just do? Will he mill me? Stay tuned, people. This is exciting. I'm scared. So my plan now is to re-soul something and then play Sylvan Messenger. I should note the Acolyte because it's a pretty decent target. Can block only creatures with flying. That's not something I need to kill. Flashback Marauder now has flying. So I have to kill the Scrapskin Drake. And I think I will. To get in 3 damage. Yep. Losing 2 life really doesn't matter a lot. This is for next turn. Swing for 7. I only have 6 cards left, people. But he needs to deal with 2 of my creatures. Please give me an elf now. You are not elves. God, I feel stupid. They end up on the bottom of my library, yes. Okay, play the Evolving Wilds, get a Swamp. So he only needs like an Artificer's Intuition to kill me here. The draw a card spell. No, I'm at 0. What the hell? Yeah, I die. I can't calculate properly. Yeah, because that sometimes repeats, so he wins. Pretty amazing. Okay, so I'm definitely the aggressor here, so I need to bring in more aggressive stuff. And that's not the messengers. Scarring feels really dangerous, but Gnarlo Trapper can come in. Possibly Night Snare. Do I need the sidearm? Or should I just go Scarring? Scoring or sidearm, what do you think? He seemed to have a problem with creatures. So I think I'm going for the fast kill. Now I'm down to 14 creatures. This won't be... the last deck I lost against in Sealed, it was amazing, and his deck definitely isn't. If he doesn't mill me again, then perhaps he is amazing. How many Sphinxe's Tutelage do you need to have to actually play that in Sealed? I would consider doing it at 4. I would be very hesitant to do it at 3. I definitely wouldn't do it at 2. But even at 4, you're just gonna get run over by so many decks. But my deck is not that deck. But hey, it went pretty fast, the milling. Would you like to play first? Oh, yes, I would. This is not a fast hand. But having Necromantic Summons in hand seems pretty great against him. So I'm going to keep it. Flashback Marauder is a zombie. I don't know if I have any other zombies. Missing the 2-drop here is disastrous, but I only have 4 2-drops. So I'm gonna get a Swamp here, I think. Red, that's encouraging. Dragon Fodder is like the best card he could have played. From my perspective. So we do pretty much the same thing we did first game. It looks very similar to the first duel, doesn't it? F8, F6. And I need to beat down quickly, but now I have nothing. I really need to draw no more lands. Tutelage is online, which is good for me now. Oh, look at that. So let's hope he gives me something good to summon next turn. Because make no mistakes, I will summon it. Priest would be the best, of course. Doing nothing on turn 2, doing nothing on turn 4. Give me the priest. Forest Wild Instincts. I can't summon that. And it would be rough to summon a Timberwolf without the spell mastery. But there's another Sphinxe's Tutelage. Outland Colossus costs only 5. What the hell? I thought it cost 6. That's a pretty amazing card. So he better have a Claustrophobia for this. Another land. Yeah, wish I had. Oh, Might of the Masses wouldn't work. But now I'm going to present a pretty big problem for him. Trying to learn to click on the spell first, the LSV way. Outland Colossus. Are you really better than... No, you're not. You're not better than Managorza Hider. The second best green card. Can you stop it? Wow, that's a lot of cards. And I don't have trample, so who is a zombie? Nobody here is a zombie, so I can, if I Cruel Revival one of them, he has to block with, that seems so bad. The priest is not here yet. Do a Cruel Revival 1/1. Without value. I think I have to make this 12/12 now. So I will do it. That felt like a strange play, but now he is hard pressed to stop the Outland Colossus. Oh, I misread the ability. Oh god, I thought it could only be blocked by... Oh god, I'm making so many mistakes here. Maybe playing one limited match a week is just too little. Did I get the priest? No, I didn't. I have to consider something else then. So targeting the token instead of Pia, instead of the parents, just feels wrong. Could Necromantic summons Pia and Kira Nalar? So I hope he doesn't have Disperse. There is some pressure, but is it enough? This Read the Bones feels really bad now. I think it is enough. I think it will mill me out. Wow, that Cruel Revival play will go to history. That was a big, big mistake. I'm a bit rushed making this video, that may show. Okay, that means that I am dead next turn, so I will not win this. Right? He only needs to draw a card and then I'm dead. So he will actually mill me out. That's pretty bad. He has ruled here. Wow, I'm getting milled out. Jeez, okay, I helped that along quite a bit, but it's still fascinating to see. Now I could make disperse really horrible. But of course I have to play it. I'm gonna play it on her because she can't be fire impulsed. But it doesn't matter, I'm already dead. Am I not? I'm at least gonna lose 4 cards here, so yeah, I'm dead. Got double value there. No, he didn't. Well, that was worth it just to see it. Wow, what a horrible start. What a horrible start. Okay, I'm definitely Sylvan Messenger. Oh, tilted! Gotta stop being tilted. Okay, I'll hit myself a bit. Okay, we gotta get over that and try to win. And that's what we are going to do. We have a drop, so I'll get a buy, worst case. And I can't end up 0-3, which of course I would be so ashamed of that, yeah. I probably would have to replay this tournament. But let's salvage what we can here. 2-1 is still decent. 1-2, very disappointing. After the 11-1 sweep. I will board out the Sylvan Messengers after the first duel. And I will have to do that in both remaining matches. If I get the buy, it's much better to get it now then, of course, than to get it in the last. Because then it won't be a match at all. So let's see what happens. Food Stamp got the buy. So now I'm not gonna get it unless I lose this. And I'm playing against Varulf Upnep. I want to play first. A 2-lander with the Visionary. But I have the Outland Colossus I'm going to keep. And get the black mana then. Draw an extra card with the Visionary. I feel like this is going to work. He mulligans. And I play Evolving Wilds. Fleshbag Marauder, Elvish Visionary is kind of a combo. Getting a Swamp. Reeve Soul will keep me alive too. Pick up a land from the Visionary. Yes. So now I'll just play Shaman. Blue-white. No free blade. But Anointer, which is really irritating. He is never going to trade for the Anointer. But I have no reason not to use the Shaman now when I can. If he would find it in his heart to block. Which of course he will not. And swing. Anointer, what a perfect Eyeblight Assassin target. Please hope I don't draw any messengers. I can sideboard them out. Knight of the White Orchid. Doesn't get a land. But he has first strike. So is it bad to Reave Soul him? I get 4 damage in. It might be too... Is it too ambitious? Is it better to cast the Flashback Marauder? But getting in 4 damage before Outland Colossus comes online next turn, it feels good enough. So I use the Reave Soul. And I'm not sure about that. But I'm starting to smell blood here. And he takes the trade. Well, that's pretty good value. That Elvish Visionary did work. Okay, now we can actually have a counterspell, so I am going to just play the Hitchcrew Recluse. Is so weak. But am I gonna cast Outland Colossus into open counterspell mana? It feels entirely wrong. I don't want to play Consecrated by Blood either. And he will have to tap out so I can play the Colossus. So I'm going to attack. Play the Hitchcrew Recluse, and its faith is probably being sacrificed to Flashback Marauder at some point here. Okay, now I'm just gonna hit him for 4 and do nothing. Yeah, I don't want to play the Flashback Marauder without him sacrificing anything. What a horrible hand. So I could do Necromantic Summons on the Knight. I don't have Spell Mastery. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Why didn't he use his Knight to get another land? That seems weird. Am I really not doing anything here? Yeah, I don't think I am. I will actually win next turn because Flashback Marauder will kill anything he plays. Okay, another auto win. I didn't see anything interesting. So what do I bring in over the Sylvan Messengers? Maybe this is my chance to play Gnarlo Trapper. Elves with Death Touch. He is not playable, is he? I don't think he is, especially if you cut 2 elves. We can bring in the Vial and the Goldforge Sentinel. Let's do that and try to win this, so we get so we get a real match in the 3rd round. So if I lose this, it will be horrible. Oh god, I will hate that so much. Okay, here we go, Mr. Varulf. Yeah, this looks decent. Actually, Hitchcrew Recluse, it should be. I would have sideboarded it in against him because blue-white is usually blue-white skies. He's keeping, I am keeping. We have a game. I'm gonna sacrifice the Evolving Wilds for a green because of Outland Colossus needing 2 green. And I hope he doesn't play Freeblade. What do I do if he plays a Freeblade? But he plays nothing. Wow, this guy is not lucky. Green, black, Visionary. Yeah, that felt good. I have no more elves, so I'm just gonna play the shaman again. Now I don't fear open counter mana as much. Better eat the counter for the Outland Colossus. Yeah, there is a counter. Yeah, I should have been able to play around that. But what else could I have done? Could I play the Hitchclaw Recluse? But he gets stuck on mana again. There's my Goldforge Sentinel. I have never resolved that card. Ever. I'm gonna play the Hitchclaw Recluse, I think. Or am I better off playing the Imp? Hitchclaw Recluse costs more mana. That will be my only basis for playing it here. Maybe it has another counterspell. That's not impossible. No, but he didn't. So will I really play Outland Colossus into open counterspell mana? But there will be no open counterspell mana. Rorqual. Yeah, I'm just gonna resolve Outland Colossus here. Trying to remember to hit the card, click on the card first, and then the creature. And now I can protect it from a block surprise with Cruel Revival. So that looks pretty good to me. Is there anything he can do? Well, he can Celestial Flare me. To kill the Outland Colossus. But that's about it. Or bounce it. So I'm gonna block with Outland Colossus and Hitchclaw Recluse to avoid Guardian Automaton. So, but he can't double block. That's how Outland Colossus works. See, I learned something today. So I'm just gonna beat stuff up here. Take out the Rorqual. What if he has Enshrouding Mist? Then it's not going to work. So I'm just gonna swing. Kill whatever I can kill. And resolve the Sentinel. Oh, he lets me do it. Wow. So is it Cruel Revival here? Yeah, I think I'll keep this open and Cruel Revival. Knight. Getting a land. Value. And Towergeist. So do I even have to Cruel Revival here? Yeah, I think I need to take out the Rorqual. And then do some Wild Instinct shenanigans on my turn. Die, Mr. Rorqual. Wait a minute. No, I could have done 14 damage. in my attack if I removed both of his creatures. Wild Instincts on the first guy, on the first strike guy. Oh god, I got Reeve Soul. So this is game. So much removal. Well, that was pretty unsatisfying as well, but at least I won, and I proved that my deck was better than my play skill. My deck building skill was better than my play skill. I can't speak of deck building skill, can I, with that Sylvan Messenger thing. So, one more round to go. Let's make this 2-1. Though, in all honesty, his deck really defeated itself there. I can't take any credit for that. Okay, time for round 3. I hope I play against Food Stamp card, but I don't. I play against Armand. And he won the die roll. So we're waiting for him to decide whether or not to play first. If I actually hit anything on one of my Sylvan Messengers, I would be really happy. He has joined the game, it says, so I don't think he's disconnected. He's taking his sweet time to decide whether or not to play first. Next week there will be another sealed. And then I will not play Sylvan Messengers. Unless I have like 13 elves. Something like that. Yeah, I'll play Gnarlo Trapper before I play the Messengers. Okay, 2 minutes in and he still hasn't shown up. Please, please come so this becomes a better video. I think the video is good enough just because I got milled out, and that's epic in itself. But yeah, not liking the fact that he doesn't show up. I'll pause again. Uh-oh, not looking good. He's been gone for 9 minutes and 15 seconds. Soon I guess I will win this. Well, this was not the way I wanted to win this. I don't know why people pay the equivalent of $6 to join this and then just don't show up. They don't get any prize when they forfeit like this, I think. Well, that was interesting. I'll be back next week with another sealed. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, it really helps us out. You can find us on Twitter at MagicGathStrat, Facebook /MagicGatheringStrat, or on the web, MagicGatheringStrat.com. There you can find articles and free prize-supported leagues. This is all brought to you by our Patreons and CardHoarder.com. If you enjoyed this content, please consider supporting us at patreon.com/MagicGatheringStrat.